Yo, Banjo.
To all you jujiteros out there. Hope you guys having a good day. Hope you guys either got to train or gonna go train. Yeah, because we're gonna go train. It's our comp class Thursday night at Concept. Gotta get some rounds in. Somebody said they're gonna go hard, and it's not me. So guess there's only one guess who that person is.
Gotta be smart though, guys. Usually, toward the ending of the week, when the body is kind of tired, can't really go crazy, spammy hard, but you gotta go hard enough, you know. You gotta train hard, push our teammates, I guess.
It's Thursday comp class. That's usually when we get the visitors, yeah, people from the other schools. But it's usually people we know. They've been coming for a while. Like Ryan comes, right? Usually Kyle's there. They usually bring a couple of their trickster friends. I think the previous week it was some guys from Alliance. Oh no, not Alliance, but Cavs, yeah. But Alliance guys show up. Like a lot of people come, getting good rounds. You know, it's a good hard train. So I think Viv comes too. So I think she's coming tonight too. Yeah. So it should be a good class session. Yeah. My finger was jacked up for a while. First I thought I was gripping too hard, but after a while I figured something I must have hurt my finger somehow, because the bottom felt tender and the finger was swollen, but it's finally coming back to normal. So I was trying to avoid gripping for a while when the thing was sore. I was taping it, but I think we're back. Play my guard again. Get ready with that. Yeah. Last night was a good class. Good classes. The no-gi, working that bottom side control. I think it's a common area to get stuck, yeah. Kids and adults, yeah. So just try to stress the ideas of the framing, right? Shrimping, bridging. I mean, I guess I take for granted what bridging is. I mean, Card had to tell me, Dad, you gotta kind of explain the bridging part. So yeah, I mean, some of the kids that are there are kids, right, that we train, but some of them they're super new, so they don't understand that aspect of jiu-jitsu. So we kind of went through some of those ideas. And second class, kids ski class. So I keep telling the kids, we're just gonna push all the way through.
Motherfuckers moving.
Every class will be a comp class until after Naga. So I think some kids like it, some kids don't. It forces the people who don't play guard to play guard. There is a stand-up part at the end, so I think some of the kids like that, because usually the biggest aspect was the biggest thing that was closest to that was the takedown challenge. But then a lot of times the kids just stall, yeah, so it's kind of boring, yeah. So I added the first the points aspect, so they're stuck and they can pull guard or whatever, yeah. So I try that. Adults class, it's kind of funny, right? So I don't know how many years, right? Chris would always do that reverse half guard thing on us, and we have no idea how to get out of it. Like, he never shows us how to get out of it. I guess that's his little thing, right? So we try to show the students a couple ideas.
He showed it on Monday first.
He showed that's right. He showed the butterfly hook, yeah. So we added a little bit more, but I mean, it's kind of one of those tough positions. Like, there's a lot of little pieces that you got to put in place, some preemptive movements and stuff like that. So it's not an easy position to get out of, especially if the top person knows how to play it correctly. Yeah. So some good rolls at the end. You know, we always get people that like to stick around and roll. So it's a good thing. Yeah. One of the things I wanted to kind of talk about today was what does it mean to be coachable, right? Like, I think, you know, a lot of times you could have a good coach or instructor or teacher, but if you're not receptive to the ideas, or you're not like even enthused by the topic or stuff, it doesn't have to be jiu-jitsu, it could be anything, right? It could be any sport. If you're not coachable, it makes it hard to get across, right? And then as a as the coach, the teacher, the leader, when you encounter people like that, you want to help everyone, right? But as time wears by, you can see who's gravitating towards you and wants your help, and you can tell those that maybe not so much, right? They don't, not that they didn't buy in, but they're just not, I don't know, I can even use the word coachable, right? So we've seen that. I mean, we try to help people as best we can, especially me and Cart, right? We encounter the same people, so sometimes I try, you know, and I don't give up easily, you know. I give people 3, 4, 5 chances, right? But then as time wears on, you know, it's kind of productive, right? I mean, I'm telling them stuff, they're not doing it, right? Or they have some kind of counterpoint, right? So that's all right. You know, if you know better than me, I'll just back off, right? But I must say that it's pretty much the exception. Pretty much all the people we interact with, they're very receptive to our ideas. It's very, very much it's the exception. You know, very few people, but they're there, right? But I don't know. Sometimes I can't tell if they realize that they're doing that, right? I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Explain it. I don't know.
I mean, you know, you talk to them and you say something, and then they have something else to say. It's kind of like, I don't want to try to align it with like respecting your elders, but you know, sometimes if you encounter someone that obviously has more knowledge and experience, I think you should feel like, I mean, not indebted, but you should be happy that those people want to share that knowledge with you, right? Not like, oh, what? How you know? Well, what if I do this? Yes, I'm not saying that what I'm speaking is like 100% accurate, and I always preface it to people like, I'm telling you this, it's not 100%, it doesn't work all the time, but you'll probably get better results if you go this way than if you don't, right? So that's kind of how I frame it, right? Because we all know jiu-jitsu is super dynamic, right? I cannot tell you, yep, this one technique will always work on everybody, right? Different body types, different cardio levels, different athleticism, age. There's a whole bunch of things that come into play, right? But there's certain general ideas that will work across the board, right? And lately I've been talking to people about the idea that, you know, try to do things that will work against a broader scope of people. So, like what I mean, like, say like me as an adult, and I go against a kid, I can easily overpower that kid, right? But I wouldn't necessarily be using technique. It's more like, you know, like bullying him, right? But then if I tried that same technique on someone that was twice my size, I know that's not going to work, right? So I try to figure out ways that even when you're going with somebody of a lesser skill set, or say they're older or they're younger, whatever, you're not even, you try to level up or level down to what they're doing, right? So that way it makes it a beneficial role to both people, right? And you're not going like balls to the wall in every single row. It doesn't make sense. It's hard to progress that way, right? I mean, unless you're ADCC competitor or something at that level, right? Then yeah, of course you're gonna go hard. But even, I mean, we roll with high-level black belts that they don't try to like murder us. I mean, they don't make it easy, but then they don't make it so impossible. It's like you can't do nothing, right? Then it's like pointless. So I don't know. Just some thoughts that we've been having lately about how to be able to recognize when you level up and level down your approach. Yeah, I get it. Some schools are high intensity, competitive. Everybody pushes super hard, but even at that, right, there will be difference in skill levels, and strength of it, levels, and age, right? So you gotta try to match. I think it makes it more beneficial.
Playing technical, improving your technical ability. It's gonna help you out in the long run.
Yeah,
That's all we got.
Yeah, we talk
technique.
Yeah, because we're small. We've always used technique pretty much from the start. We couldn't overpower anybody. So just something to think about the next time you're rolling with somebody that you know, like say you're a blue belt and this is like a beginner white belt, you know, no sense work the guy, he doesn't know anything. Let him try a few things, work your defense, let him get on your back. Who cares? You're not losing points. It's not a tournament. Practicing defense, right? Just think about things like that, right? It'll help you progress a lot faster. Anyway, that's it for today's rant. Catch you guys on the next one. Os.